10 Things I Hate About You, good or bad movie?
Actually, it's like a 6.5 out of 10, my book.
So, mediocre?
It's good enough to watch.
Mediocre? Not bad.
It's a fresh tomato on Rotten Tomatoes.
The follow-up for it is going to be a new movie that the Telegraph are going to run called 10 Reasons Liverpool Can Win the Premier League. And of those 10 reasons, there are some actually great points made in there. And I have... someone
Telegraph's a good source.
I like the Telegraph. I like the Guardian. Go to. I got asked this question on Twitter as well, and I actually got asked this question on the Football Republic. So make sure to check that out. That clip will be coming soon with the Geordie. I think they absolutely can win the Premier League first and foremost, right? Because
you're crazy.
To state that they couldn't is paying far too much of a compliment to Manchester City, Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, whoever else. Like, which of those teams are so consistent that you think that a team like Liverpool, who have won 7 out of their last 11 games, couldn't win?
Only Manchester City, and they're not even that consistent because we don't know what we're showing, but they are still the favorite. By the way, I'm leaning back and I'm very casual in this clip because that's how comfortable Jurgen Klopp is in managing this team.
Yeah.
Like, you see him in these press conferences, man, he's sitting back, he's got a smile from ear to ear. He's like, yeah.
He's loving life.
We went to the Etihad.
He's got a nice smile. He's kind of loaded. He manages a good team.
It's great glasses game.
Great glasses.
But he's sitting back and he's like, we went to Stamford Bridge. We won. We went to the Etihad. We won that too.
Yeah.
Our road schedule from here on out is easy.
Good transition.
There's a couple trap games, as there always is in the Premier League. There's times where like Norwich is going to show up and beat a team in their own stadium. I get that. But Francis, that was one of the main points is they don't have a tough schedule remaining, and a lot of those tough games are at Anfield.
Yes, they are. And if you, so we'll run through some of the 10 things that they said. So first of all, results. Things certainly haven't been perfect in Klopp's installment, as they state, but so far, under Klopp compared to Rodgers, 11 games, 7 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss, 21 goals scored. Big factor here, 8 goals conceded. Under Rodgers, they'd won 3, drawn 6, lost 2. And they conceded 13 goals, a lot of goals conceded in that time. But you mentioned their faith in Klopp, which is just that kind of his charisma. But we'll move on to the point that you made, which is a great one. The fixture list is huge. I think this league will be won and lost on points picked up away from home. Listen to their next 5 games. This, away from home, this should be maximum points. Newcastle away. Newcastle are in dire form at the moment. I think anyone can beat them. That is a clear fact.
If I'm quoting this correctly, the true Geordie said on Twitter, Premier League preview out today. It probably is. It is Friday. And explaining how Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool is going to butt-fuck Newcastle.
Yeah, he calls them the useless sacks of shit, as he calls Newcastle, right? So then they've got Watford, a tricky place to go, as Man United's shown there. Right. Not easy, but they still managed to pull off the victory. Sunderland, again, similar to Newcastle. They're on somewhat of a revival mission, but still nowhere near the same quality as you'd expect. West Ham, definitely beatable. And Norwich, that's taking you up to the end of January.
Trap game.
And then the trap games, Norwich are a tough team to play as Arsenal drew away from home. But this is what I'm saying. This league will be won on points picked up, not just a point at Norwich and a point at West Brom. I'm not just picking on you, Arsenal fans, but these are the games that you cannot slip up because Liverpool have a very good record head-to-head to the big teams. They beat Manchester City at the Etihad. I know Chelsea are in dire form, but they still beat them
a tough place
at Stamford Bridge.
It's not an easy place to play, and it's not like Chelsea doesn't have any talent. They have a ton of talent.
So after
they kind of suck this year. It's all right though.
And listen, and then so they've already been to those tough places. They go Leicester, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Southampton, Bournemouth, Swansea, and West Brom. That takes you up to the 15th of May. No Manchester United in there. No Arsenal to travel to the Emirates. Yes, they still have to hold on the road. This is a good fixture list for a team that if they manage to get the ball rolling, I'm not saying this is a definite, they have a chance. No, I still don't think they will, but they have a chance.
So there's 2 other things that I've noticed with Liverpool, and as Francis has mentioned multiple times, I have a very soft spot for Liverpool. I like Stevie Gerrard. I'm not giving up on Swansea totally, but I watch Liverpool. I really want the black third kits like more than anything. It's on like my Christmas list.
Yeah.
2 things that could happen. One, a lot of rumors floating around. If Vardy transfers to Liverpool, which is a legitimate rumor, they're going to offer a big sum of money. That's huge. But they have a finisher in Coutinho.
Yes.
That's big. And Sturridge is back. And he looks great. And is Benteke still on form? Not on form, but he's
still a great player, useful.
Lethal in the air. I like watching this Liverpool team.
The thing about Sturridge
I think they have a shot. I still think Manchester United has a shot to win the Premier League, but that's not about this. Sorry.
The thing about Sturridge is he scored more domestic goals than Wayne Rooney, and he spent half of the season in the Southern General, which is a hospital.
We've moved past Wayne Rooney. We get it.
But that's what I'm saying. Sturridge is he's a lethal striker. When you bring him back in, he's already shown that he's coming back looking sharp against Southampton. I'm not going to count on Sturridge, just as I think that Manchester City can't count on Aguero because they're injury prone.
They're playing like a unit.
Yes, they are.
So it's not like one
charisma, camaraderie.
They have some finishers. They have some world-class players, but they're playing as a whole. They're also healthy.
Yeah. Well, they've called it. That's one thing. It's going to be about like that.
Who stays
health
fit?
Factor. I mean, Arsenal already dire with injuries. Man City coming back from a rough patch in injuries. Manchester United always liable to injuries. But you mentioned there,
Vardy.
Well, that's the thing about Leicester as well. Like, you can't. I just physically cannot
say that they're going to
say it that they're going to have a chance. But you wonder why the Premier League. I love it, whilst everyone else loves it. It's not the best quality.
Top
it's
to
just
bottom.
that is top to bottom.
Better.
It's so thorough in competition, and it's so great to watch. You mentioned that there, Coutinho, Liverpool match winner. I think he's on form. He's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. He reminds me of David Silva, who's coming back from Man City. I think that he is a great player for Liverpool.
Lastly, I just want to mention that I think when I'm looking at this in terms of morale, I see that how do you know these players have bought into Klopp's system? Well, those wins on the road is a major telling point. Capital One Cup semifinal. It's not the biggest cup in the world. We know it's not the Champions League. It's still probably a big deal to the Liverpool faithful. And qualified for the Europa League knockout stages. To me, those are all little things that eventually will turn into, I think they're a guaranteed top 4 going in by the end of the season.
Yeah. And
if Klopp is really, there's so much that can be done in the January transfer window and the summer transfer window. Go Pool, go.
And that's the point.
We're bringing it back.
There's too many. I would love to see it. Trust me. I mean, it's been far too long.
Because you hate Leicester.
I would love to see it.
And you hate Arsenal.
I don't hate Leicester. I don't mind. I don't mind the Leicester.
You hate Arsenal.
Arsenal. I'm kind of in between. I don't really like Arsenal.
I
don't hate them. I just really dislike them. No, I'm joking. But Chelsea, I'm on record saying I don't really like as a team. I respect their manager when he is admitting to his faults. But Liverpool are just kind of, I mean, they share the famous song with Celtic. I obviously have that attachment to it. Yeah, You'll Never Walk Alone is a shared song between them both. We started it, they took it. They might say they started it and we took it.
Francis cried when Stevie Gerrard got that sang to him.
That was a very emotional moment.
Yeah.
Very emotional moment for a team. Certain things you kind of are tied to someone who sticks in a team for that long, similar to what's going to happen with Kobe Bryant. You feel like sad for them and they move away from that loyal program that they've stayed with. But
yeah, but our fans don't sing to people.
They just write poems. Okay. Anyway.
That's our players.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? As we mentioned there, we'll put a graphic up with the 10 reasons. We touched on most of them there, but overall, they definitely can win it. I think it's going to be an interesting title race, one of the most exciting in years. The last little point to leave you with, this is my stat of the day. Of the last 10 Premier League winners at this point in the season, they have had 33 points or more. Manchester City leading the league of 29. It's all there for the taking. Come back and subscribe.